let's get to work. I made a video. It was released this morning. And after only about 16 views, it got a comment that's very relevant from our good friend Robert. The video I made this morning was called Petroleum-Based Pomade Indoors on a Thinning Norwood 3. And here's what Robert has to say. Quote, "It's begun. I think your bald spot is officially forming. You never really emphasize the crown area when applying the rosemary oil, and doing so may slow down the process." May being the operative word. The water-based product looks better, in my opinion, but this looks fine. Use the Go Fiber in the back, end quote. All right, let's process that. I want to be so clear about my hashtag on this. The hashtag would be ain't scared, okay? And keep in mind, I'm in Tennessee. Keep in mind, I grew up seeing pickup trucks, maybe like this one, but older. And there would be a sticker on the back, probably with a rebel flag type of design, and it would say, ain't scared, okay? Now, please know, obviously, I do not identify with the rebel flag at all. Please know that. I'm just telling you what I was exposed to growing up in Alabama and Tennessee. Ain't scared. I'd see that on trucks all the time. Ain't scared. That's how I feel about the fact that I am balding, and the thinning, the hairline going up, the crown. And it's true, I have not so much emphasized the rosemary oil on the crown as much. It's been nearly a year now, actually, of doing the rosemary oil. So either way, though, I just don't care, and I want to be known as that. It's part of my identity, not to have hair, but it's part of my identity instead to not care that I'm losing my hair. You know, I talk about identity protective cognition. Identity protective cognition teaches that if you make something so much a part of your identity that even when someone tries to convince you otherwise, they only reinforce what you already believe. So for me, as a guy who's already got identity protective cognition, that I'm a guy who doesn't care about losing my hair, anything I hear like this, that I'm definitely got a thinning crown, for me, if anything, it's bragging rights. It's that I finally get to go bald. Like I'm that much closer. Now, I've said this before, for me personally, I feel that my Norwood status has a direct relation to what age I am. I'm saying for me personally, not everybody. I'm saying for me personally, so I'm 36 and a half as of this month. So according to my own system, that makes me Norwood 3.65 is what it does. Norwood 3.65. The closer I get to 40, the more of a Norwood 4 I'll become. And we're seeing the thinning really take place, especially right now. So I feel pretty good about my hair. And today I've still got the petroleum-based pomade. I feel best about it. But I'm just not emotionally attached to my hair. I'm not. In fact, what I am attached to is going bald and embracing Norwood 4, because when I do that, then in my own mind, I've earned the right to buzz my hair off. Until then, I feel like I could be in a situation where I'm, you know, what's the word? Putting the cart before the horse, or throwing the baby out with the dishwater, whatever. I'm jumping the gun. That's probably the one I feel most comfortable saying. So I'm totally cool with going bald. Now, I want to say this in this video. I think the timing is very interesting too. We all know that I went to Hollywood. We all know that I got this haircut from the Access Hollywood hairdresser. We all know those things. And if anything, I guess, mattered for me having hair, it was that one last thing. And when you see the thing air in January of 2018, you'll understand why for me that was the last hurrah. Why for me that was okay. Now there's no reason at all why I need to have hair. And it was funny because obviously to make things work on camera, they needed to put Go Fiber like product in my hair. They had to cut my hair a certain way to where my hairline looked more like closer to a Norwood one, like I needed to look. And no, I'm not going to go on a show about hair loss. It has nothing to do with that at all. You'll find out in a few months. But I'm just so over it. I don't care. And something I wonder, because Robert has been watching from the very beginning, I think Robert can think back to a couple years ago with my hair videos, back to a time when it may have seemed like I still cared about losing my hair and I was still worried about it. What I hope is evident in my videos now that I've been doing this for a few years, is that I truly, not only do I not care about my hair loss, I actually embrace it to the point, it's my identity, I want to go bald. I have a hair loss death wish. I want to go bald. It's happening anyway. And what I don't want to be is, I don't want to feel desperate. Like, I think the Hollywood experience last week, I kind of walked away from it thinking, how many other men have to have this done to be on camera, have to have stuff filled in to mask their thinning or their hairline, whatever it is. How many men in Hollywood have to do that? And I just don't want to do that. If I'm going to go anywhere in Hollywood, if something's to become of what's going to air nationally here in America in January, I want to do this without hair, because I don't want that hanging over my head that I'm only as relevant as my hair. How many men have to worry about that in Hollywood? And I just don't want to be that. Of course, man, I wish I could tell you more. So we'll leave it there. The takeaway from this video is, not only do I not care about going bald and thinning and crown and all that stuff, not only do I not care, I embrace it to the point that I want to go bald so that I can begin that new chapter in my life and no longer be tagged as someone who's on the verge of losing his hair, but instead someone who already has, and he doesn't have to think that way, and he can be that character, whether it's on a TV screen or whether it's simply on the internet. I'm looking forward to going bald, buzzing it off, and letting that be my identity. I don't care about hair loss. Instead, I'm begging, please go ahead and fall out. Let me go bald. I am so ready for this.